Hey guys, hope all is well. Today I'm going to show you guys how I installed this portable air conditioner into this Promaster van. This here is a 5,000 BTU portable room air conditioner. I live up here in Wisconsin, so I picked this up at the local Menards, and it is on sale for $224. Plus, on top of that, there is a 11% discount. Seeing it is now July here in Wisconsin, and it's already been quite hot. In fact, we actually canceled a camping trip about 2 weekends ago. It was so freaking hot. I think it was like 98 degrees, 105 heat index. So it was a little too far out of range, at least for my comfort level. So now we're headed out over the weekend, and the forecast again, not quite that hot, but in the 90s, mid 90s, upper 90s heat index. But it is summertime here in Wisconsin, and we don't want to keep canceling our camping trips. No, I never thought in a million years I would be putting an air conditioner in this thing, but here we are. Now this, as you can see, is where the AC is going to sit. We got the curtains that separate the back from the front cab, and this helps with keeping the van cool. Just got some simple black curtains that run along this string here. I set this thing up yesterday, tried it out, and it cooled the van down nicely. I think it's gonna work out great. So I will kind of show you how I did all that. Honestly, I think it took me about an hour, and that was even with a trip to the hardware store. It's just got the standard cord on here. Plug it right into that outlet. If you're not familiar with these portable room air conditioners, they got a big hose that comes out the back, and that's where the heat comes out of. And then there's also another hose out that drops the water out. So of course, we need to run the hose out of the van. I'll kind of show you how we do that. Hold on a second. First, I gotta roll down the window. Then I made this contraption out of the parts that came with this AC. I will show you how I did that in a second, but first let's see how this works. Basically, you take it, I kind of shaped it, you will see that in a minute, and I designed it to fit inside. You get it in there, push it up, put it in place like that. Now when you get this is two pieces separate. You get the tube separate, and you get this part, which snaps into here. I already put them together. So what you do, quite simply, you take this, and you snap it into the hole. Just like that. And you can pull this kind of like an accordion. And I will run this into the van, because this tube here, you can see right there, it's got to tie into that piece. So we'll push this in a ways, and we will shut the door and go install it from the inside. But I will show you this first. There's a little spot here where the water comes out. I myself went to the hardware store and I bought this piece, screwed it into there for a couple reasons. I'll tell you that in a second. And it angles it down nicely. I bought this hose. It was the cheapest hose I could find. It was a 15-foot hose. Now it's only a few feet long, but it just goes into this bucket down here on the floor, and that catches the water. Now I've dealt with quite a few of these over the years, and what happens sometimes, especially if they're cheaper models, behind here, the screw in there, it's all plastic. And if you get slightly off or something like that, you will strip it out in no time. So I thought I would put this on here and leave it, and then I would just unscrew it from here. So that means I'm not taking it on and off here multiple times, which may cause issues. Now you can see the spot where the hose goes into there. Oh, I forgot the most important part, guys. Check this out. Not sure this is the best angle, but what you do is you roll the window up and you roll it behind this. You push this out a little bit, just like that. Make sure it gets in there, just like that. So if you look closely, this window sits behind this piece, I just tucked it up to there. It's nice and strong. On this side, it is over the window. So when it rains, it's gonna come down and should be waterproof. Something I did not do yet, I think I gotta make a rain flap here. So I think if it rains pretty hard, the water will get in here. So that's something I didn't make yet. I'll try throwing something together and show you guys at the end here. I may forget. Now, once I get this tube inside the van here and hooked up to the AC, we will not want to open this door after that. So we will just push this inside. And now we'll go hook it up from the other side. This is just like a plastic piece that slides in there. I'm not gonna take it out, but you just slid in there and it left you this ring here. And that's what we tie this into. And again, it just kind of curves and snaps in. I want to give it a good curve here. Voila, just like that. I do have this bench seat here for the dog, and it's a little soft, so I made a plank here. Give the AC something solid to sit on. I did have to raise the front to level it out. I'm not sure about the wheels. I might take these wheels off. Then it'll be more sturdy when it's sitting there. At the same time, it's not like we're going to be driving around when the AC is in here. The control panel here is at the top of the AC. There's a little room here. You can see over and see everything just fine. It's a bit tight, but it did come with a remote control, so we can run it all from out here. Now I haven't used this remote yet. Let's see how it works. There's the on button. There she goes. Got her set at 71. It is currently set on auto. I want cool. There we go. There you have it, guys. We have an air conditioner in our Promaster van. How cool is that? All for under 250 bucks, so can't complain. Of course, there's gonna be some drawbacks. I think this thing weighs like 46 pounds. It's gonna take up a little more space to store it and stuff like that. But I don't think we will need it too often, as I don't really like camping when it's above 90 degrees. So a handful of times a year and we'll be covered. If we go south for the winter, I don't even know if we need it down there. It's usually pretty good. But if I have the extra room, why not? You can feel the heat blowing pretty good out of the tube, so it's working like it should. I'll probably make a flap like this to direct the rain away from the hole. Now I did want to tell you about this piece. So this comes with the AC with this hole already cut out. So I just used this piece and trimmed it to fit in my window here. That piece basically looked like this with the hole already in it. It has the same sides. So I took a utility knife and I scored along both sides multiple times. I ended up taking the pliers, moving it back and forth, and the side snapped off. And then of course, I cut the angles and the corners and stuff like that to make it fit. So now our little van here, we have a small heater, we have an air conditioner, we got a fridge, we got a sink, water, bed, table, storage. We are set up, man. Our sticker wall is filling up nicely. Our magnet area is filling up nicely as well. We're actually running out of room. All right, check out the flap here. Let's see if it works. I think that'll do the trick. I might make a little piece right here just to hold it out a little bit more. Otherwise, not bad. There it is, guys. We got the rain flap. That should do the trick. And that's it. It's a simple enough project. If you're looking for an AC solution, a relatively cheap AC solution, and if you're staying at a place where there's electricity, this might be a good option for you. Even with this uninsulated ceiling, it cools down very quickly in here, even at almost 90 degrees. So for us, the handful of times we might need this, I think this will work out great. So there you go. Maybe something like this will work out for you. So I guess the next step is I will put it through the real test, as I am going camping for a few days in 90+ degree temperatures. Keep an eye in the comments. I'll check back in and tell you guys how it worked out. But until then, guys, Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time.